kind of started this 365 playlist to document things, and it's kind of fun to have something that documents your life. I have friends who have like 365, but it's like a photo account, and every single day they post multiple photos of their day and they document like that. I have friends who journal every day. For me, I add music every day. This is documenting your year through music using a 365 playlist. My name is Krista, and this is how I document my year through this playlist and some of my tips and suggestions on making one. Really, my only rule for the 365 playlist is that no songs can be repeated. So you can only add one song once on the playlist for the entire year. Because I feel like it's kind of fun to have a playlist that has 365 songs that define your year. And it's a unique way to look back on the year and see each song of the day and what it represented for you. Now, after doing this playlist for about 3 years, I've definitely noticed some trends that I do when adding songs to the playlist, and I just wanted to share some so you can kind of get some inspo on what to add to the playlist or how would you add things to the playlist. Oftentimes I'm out in the car or with family or friends, and I hear a random song, whether we're listening to like the DJ or like playlists that like either I have on or like my family or my friends have on, and I'm like, oh, I haven't heard this song in a while. Or dang, this is a deep cut. I really like this song. Like, why don't I listen to it more? Put it in the playlist. It kind of marks the day. Or, I have a song stuck in my head that I keep I sing one line of. I add that song to the song of the day. And sometimes there's competition for what song to pick. I have multiple songs in my head, or I hear a song out in public and I'm like, dang, that would be a good song to add. So you kind of just got to pick what feels right or what you want to do. Because I think that's the beauty of the playlist, is that you would get to decide what you want to put on. And there's a lot of freedom in it. Also, I like to listen to a lot of new music. There's a song discovery and I'm like, yeah, I really like this song. I'm gonna have that on my playlist. Band that I really like or an artist that I really like comes out with new music, that might be on the playlist. Another one that I like to do is whether it's from a movie or a TV show that I just watched that day. Like, for example, when I saw Superman this year in the summer, I put the Superman theme song, and that was my song of the day because it kind of marked a time of, oh, I saw that movie. Like, that was kind of the event of the day. And I think that's some of the inspo is like, you just gotta whatever marks the day for you as that song, just do it as that, because that's the fun. Whether I hear it or I'm like, oh, this is reintroduced, or I heard it on TikTok and I was like, yeah, I love that song. I can't believe I forgot about that song. So that's kind of the inspo of why I pick certain songs to be on there. And it's really up to you and whatever interpretation that you want to have. And I think that's the beauty of documenting your year, and everyone's years look different. This is how I like to keep updated on my playlist, or how I attempt to be as updated as I can be. I have fallen behind. The worst time was probably the first time I ever did this playlist. I was pretty good up until spring and summer, and then it got to August, fall months. I really lost it. I lost the playlist. I was drowning because I was like, oh, I have 4 months of songs that I have not inputted on this playlist to input. This is what I have done to help keep me afloat. And this year, for 2025, I've only missed about 2 weeks of songs and been able to update that fairly quickly, because that's not that big of a deal compared to 4 months of songs. So here's just some of the things that I have found helpful in calculating where you're at in the year and what your playlist length should be like. I like to use the calculator. I'll have an example of the calculation that I do. It's just basically, the days of the month, and you just add to the days of the month. So it's January, February, March, April, May. Let's say we're adding it for June, and let's say I do it for the 18th. This is the number we would get. So I think that's important, and it makes it very easy. Then you can kind of match, okay, this is the number I need to have being showed as the total amount of songs in my playlist. The first couple months is a little easy because you're like, oh, that's January and that's February, that's March. Once it gets over 100 and 200, you're like, just Google it. I always will do what day is the 208th day of the year. And then it'll show you what day that is. And then you're like, okay, that's what matching my playlist. Let's say I left off on the 208th day. Or there's 208 songs in the playlist. What day is that? So then I can go back to that. Because I'm a person who likes to screenshot songs, whether that's I go into like my music app and I screenshot the song I want to add, or if I Shazam it because I heard it around outside, I will have a ton of screenshots of music in my photos. And that's how I like to do when I like add songs or like I'm catching up on songs. I will typically have my photos app up as well as the calendar and the calculator app, so I can have all those apps running, so then I can go back and forth and do that. So definitely these are some things that have helped me keep updated. Also, you could set a reminder to update, have like a daily reminder, like at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, to be like, update 365 playlist. That could be helpful. I have not done that yet. Maybe that's something I'll input for next year. Or update the playlist as the song comes to you. That is something that I pride myself in not always doing, is just when the song, you were like, yes, this will be the song of the day, update it. Just update it immediately. That will help you keep on track, for sure. That's why I screenshot a lot. It's because I will be like, yeah, this will be the song of the day, screenshot. And then that's how I get farther behind. But this year I've only been, the max amount of time I've been behind is 2 weeks. So I'm like, I'm taking that as a win. But these are just some things that I would do to help keep on track of the 365 playlist. I think a really fun thing to do alongside the 365 playlist would be having a small journal with it. Kind of started this 365 playlist to document things because I like to journal, but I'm not like a consistent journaler. And it's kind of fun to have something that documents your life in a way. I have friends who have like 365, but it's like a photo account, and every single day they post multiple photos of their day and they document like that. I have friends who journal every day. For me, I add music every day to a playlist to document life. So I feel like that'd be fun and kind of funny to keep track of like a journal and have like little entries for each day of why you chose the song and what song it was. And that might help also keep you on track too. I started my 365 playlist because I saw a post online saying that they pick a song a day every single day. And it was at the like right around the new year. And they're like, and this is why these are like the most important songs of the year that I picked for my song of the day. I really liked that idea, and I just kind of took it and ran with it and created my own 365 playlist. And I think it's a fun way to document your life through music, especially like music brings a lot of people together. For myself and probably other people, if you're watching this video, music is a passion of yours. And I think it's kind of fun to see what defined your year through music. That is not, just your listening habits, but like is the song of the day that you chose to have it and all in one place. I listened back to some of my from the past 2 years, and I love those playlists. I feel like it's so unique to have, and I'm so glad I started, and I kind of wish I started sooner, because you really can see where you were at through the year and what you were listening to, what was around you, what's going on, and I really like that. So I think it's a way to document the year through music, and it's a way to have a keepsake of that year in a different form.